Today and getting out of your shady spot, you can go back in the short order. We're the Triangle chapter of the Antique Automobile Club of America. We've been doing this since about 2002, and each year adding a couple more parts. This is a 1917 Model T Ford. It was built 2 years before the electric starter, so it must be hand cranked. This assembly team is our assembly team. We have people come, go, join, and but we so far haven't lost anybody. We also have one genuine retired UAW member right here, and his partner, who works on the other side, is not with us today.
He took his day off.
Okay. Anyway, so much for the inside jokes. What we want to do, this is the way a Model T was built. All of the pieces you see laying out here were sub-assemblies made somewhere else in the factory and by overhead trolleys brought to the worker. The chain assembly line was about waist high. We don't have that here. This actually took about 2.5 city blocks, a couple of hundred men on the line, and as it was walking along or moving along, everybody would do one job, okay? The worst and the most dangerous job, that engine is 550 pounds of cast iron. He was coming down from the second floor, meeting up with this drive shaft. One man had to make sure that the square drive shaft went into the square output shaft. And there's a special wrench needed. Otherwise, if that engine slams, you're going to lose fingers. We don't want to have that happen, so we're using the official wrench. One of the pieces of trivia, this was before the days of workman's compensation. If a man lost his finger or fingers, he was not let go. Ford transferred him to another office or another job where it didn't matter, and he was given a cash bonus, but they were never let go. Now you say, well, today we have our first woman on the assembly line. And
woohoo!
Today's assembly line is almost over half women, but back when the Model Ts were built, Henry made sure women worked in the factory in totally different departments, had a totally different cafeteria, and totally different sick bay. So today we're moving up a little bit, but we're going to have Annie on our team, and so this morning's time was 7:33, as I said. We're not going to try for a record. I think you can understand about the heat. Is my timer around? Less. Okay, we're going to start now, and we'll see where we go, and we're not going to go for time. We are going to time it, but not to set a record, okay?
Hang on, she's not ready.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Jim just told me, when this car was assembled, it was all hand tools. No electric wrenches, no pneumatic wrenches, okay? And as you see us working here, everything is hand tools. And we will hand crank it and drive it down. So you folks...
I got one too.
Ma'am? When we start this, everybody in front has to move aside. We're going to go down past that red crosswalk, and we're going to be moving, as fast as we can. And then we're going to back it up and show you it goes both ways. Now, at the conclusion, anyone who wants their picture made, particularly children, feel free to get in it. We have a blanket to throw over the upholstery. Try to keep it cool for the children's legs, or adults. There is no age limit on children. Okay? Ready, folks?
Ready.
Go! This morning I called down to the Union Hall and I said, send me your best crew. And this is their best.
Hey, it's Saturday, that's why.
See, I knew he would come up with something. I knew. I've already had one grievance filed against me. I said the average age up here is 70, and Annie threw her hat on the ground and wanted to see her shop steward. So
I have a weapon this time.
yeah.
You go, Annie.
What they're going to do, remember this was up at waist height, so the stupid and bending wasn't necessary, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the frame on and then temporarily clamp the frame to the cross member. You'll see what this is all about.
Step up.
They're going to lift the drive shaft and temporarily put it on the cross shaft for the handbrake. Wait a minute. Your cross shaft hasn't gotten up yet.
There we go. Okay, now forward. Now get forward. And no, the handle is there. Nope, not yet. Nope. Yep. Clamp on.
Okay, now, a Model T can have all four wheels at different heights. It helped the farmers and these rural roads that were nothing but mud and dirt. Notice that everything on a Model T is a triangle. The front, the back, and now the engine will come on and make the third triangle. So there is total independence on the suspension. Nothing is down. The springs go transverse or across.
Need one more person over here.
This is 550 pounds. This is the heaviest and most dangerous part of the assembly. This came down from the second floor of the factory and was dropped down with a chain fall. And as soon as the man putting the drive shaft in signaled, they would break the chain fall and it would go up, pick up the next engine.
Okay,
This got Model Ts off the assembly line one every 9 minutes. They eventually built over 15 million of these cars. All the cars are exactly the same except for the bodies. And this little 20 horsepower engine also powered the 1.5 ton Model TT trucks. So they didn't move too fast, as you can imagine. Yeah, this is not a right-hand drive. The only thing we're missing is the top, a horn, and a rear tail light, and we're looking for those. If anybody has a Model T top assembly hanging in their grandmother's barn, let us know. We'll even put new material on it.
Front fenders first. Body.
Front fenders have to go on that.
We're going to pick this up now.
Put that on the full fender?
No.
That's right.
We're going to put this on there.
Wait a minute. No, just these guys.
I know, but you call person. That's okay.
Okay. Go forward. All right, now we get the front fender project.
Why is that so hard?
Okay, next item is a splash apron on each side. Splash apron. Also, the body was dropped from the second floor, and the safety was a rope tied around the back where Jim is right now, and that kept it from coming down too fast. When the men downstairs signaled okay, they unhooked the hook, took it back up, hooked it to the next body.
Guys, we gotta take this jack.
Great, keep it off the jack stands, except for the one over there.
Oh, good.
Now, as I said this morning, most of this crowd doesn't look like they remember a sitcom from the 70s and 80s, but there was a sitcom. It was called Fantasy Island. Ricardo Montalban was the guest host, and he always advertised the show from the eyes of Cordova, all with Corinthian leather. This car is upholstered with genuine, wait for it, vinyl. Okay, I'm going to prime it, and we're going to get going.
Coming. Oh, hold on.
Priming.
Okay. All right. All right.